Welcome to the Lifting for Women Made Simple podcast. This show is dedicated to helping you achieve your health and fitness goals through lifting and sustainable solutions. So, whether you're tuning in for the first time or you're a loyal listener, get ready to learn, grow, and lift with us. Today, we're going to talk about what is the best workout split. This is a common question, but as always, it's going to depend on you, your schedule, your lifestyle, your goals, your experience when it comes to training, and also how you actually like to train. So, first things first, what is a split? A split is basically a way that divides or splits your workouts into different body areas so that you're not doing everything in one day. Let me not say that actually. It's a way to split your workouts into different body areas, and you can actually do a split where you're doing everything in one day. That's called a full body split, which we are going to talk about in a couple minutes. So the goal of this is to give you guys the pros, the cons, how to actually perform all these splits, and then hopefully you guys can use that to determine which one best fits you, and then take action on it. So there's 4 splits we're going to cover today. We're going to do the body part split, full body split, upper body, lower body split, and push-pull legs. These are the most common ones. There are a lot of different splits out there, especially when you become more experienced, more advanced. But for the purposes of just getting in the gym, getting in some good workouts, building muscle, getting strong, these are pretty much what you can use to hit all of those goals. So first things first, let's talk about body part splits, because this is my least favorite one. I will never program anybody to split ever, but let's talk about it because I think if you were to just go on Google and search workout splits, you're going to see this one. It's kind of outdated, but people still tend to do it not knowing that it's very inefficient. So what a body part split is when you do one muscle group or one area of the body each day of the week. So like Monday would be arms, Tuesday would be shoulders, Wednesday would be abs, Thursday would be cardio, Friday would be legs, and then Saturday would probably be something else. So like you're really splitting your days into really small focuses. And this is really inefficient because ideally, no matter your program, no matter what your goal is, like ideally you want to hit each muscle group 2 to 3 times a week. So if you're splitting your workouts up into like arms one day, then shoulder another day, you're not going to have enough days in the week to actually hit each muscle group 2 times a week, because if you're doing arms on Monday, you're going to have to wait until next Monday to hit arms again. It just doesn't make sense. It's not efficient. But it's okay if you never worked out a day in your life and you start doing any type of movement, you'll get some type of results from doing it, but it's not really a smart way to train. Um, but like I said, if you're sedentary and just sitting on your ass all day and you do start working out, you're gonna see some progress. Um, I don't really have many more pros to this approach. But if you want to feel good, look good, if you want to feel good and just get more physical activity in, you could do the split, but once again, it's not efficient. Moving on from the dumb body part split. So next one is full body split. This one I actually really like. It's really good for beginners, and it's also good for people who have been training for a long period of time, but they're short on time, pretty busy, and they're only able to get in the gym 2 to 3 times a week. And what you do in a full body training split is you're hitting all your major muscle groups in one workout session. So when people hear that, they're like, "There's no way I'm gonna do that and only have like 45 minutes to an hour." But you're gonna be able to hit your major muscle groups because you're talking about like your chest, like your pecs, your shoulders, your quads, your hamstrings, and your back muscles. So it's easy to do that with all of the compound lifts. So if you think about all of the fundamental movements, you have your squats, your deadlifts, lunges, press, and pulling, you're going to be able to do one of those for a couple sets for like anywhere from 8 to 12 reps in an hour, if you program it really efficiently. So I'm really a fan of the full body workout splits. The pros of this is it's very flexible, because say you miss the gym on Monday, plan to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you miss the gym on Monday, you still have 2 other days to hit all your big muscle groups, so you're not really falling behind as opposed to if you did the body part split, you already missed Monday for your arms, and now you have to play catch up and change up your whole program. So it's very flexible. It doesn't really matter if you do miss a day because you're going to get in that volume anyways. And you're able to make a lot of changes on the fly. So if you're doing a full body workout and you plan to do back squats and like the squat rack is not open or where you usually do squats isn't available, you can switch that to a different exercise variation that targets that same muscle group, and you're pretty much not going to see much of a difference, depending on what your goals are. But we're not going to get into those really minute details. And also with the full body split, another pro is that it allows you to pair exercises in a way that you normally wouldn't pair them. So if you did a like a body part split, or if you're doing a upper body, lower body split, which we're going to talk about next, if you were to be doing that, it's going to be difficult. Not going to be difficult. It's going to be different the way you pair your exercises. So with full body, you can pretty much pair upper body with lower body exercises. So um, one I like to one I like to pair is like any front of the body, any back of the body exercises with like when it comes to upper body and lower body. So I like to pair like my deadlifts with my pull exercises, upper body pull exercises. You can't really do that when you're only training lower body. So I think that's pretty cool to play around with when it comes to full body. Some cons of full body are the fact that depending on how it's programmed and how it's structured, and also your training experience or training level, you may need longer recovery times in between your sessions. And because it is a lot of exertion on the body, and you might be a little fatigued, you might need more days to recover, especially if you're a beginner. So that's something to take into consideration. But with a good full body program, you should be able to recover pretty well unless you're doing a whole lot of volume. Also, people typically don't do full body programs if they're working out more than 3 days out the week, but I honestly have programmed 4 to 5 days of full body. But like I said, it has to be programmed with a lot of thought and consideration for how much volume you're putting in, but also the person you're programming as well. Full body is also something that can be thrown into different splits too. So like with my upper lower split, I have programmed like one upper body, one lower body, one full body, because if you think about it, you're still getting the optimal amount of training for each muscle group that way as well. So full body is very versatile, very flexible. You can do a lot with it and see a lot of results without being in the gym for a long time. As you guys can see, I am a big fan of full body. Next, upper lower body split. I'm a big fan of this one too. So typically, this is ran 4 days out the week. You got 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days, and the way you do this is you train all your upper body muscles on your upper body days, and then all your lower body muscles on your lower body days. And this could look different in a lot of ways. So you can prioritize, like on upper body day one, you can prioritize all your pushing muscles. So, like your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. So, all your muscles in the front of your body. And then on your other upper body day, you can prioritize all your pushing muscles. Oh my God, pulling muscles. So, your back and your biceps, or you can even do both in the same session. So the way I've been liking the program, my upper body days, is to do supersets. So a push exercise and a pull exercise back to back, and then don't rest until you do both exercises and kind of run through that. Especially if you're short on time, that works pretty well, and you're hitting your upper body uh, muscles in one session. And then for your lower body days, you can prioritize one. You can focus on glutes, hamstrings, and calves in one session, and then the other session could be focused on quads, or you can do everything in one session 2 times for the 2 lower body sessions. So there's a lot of flexibility with that one as well. The pros for this one is you can get a good amount of volume in. So the accumulation of how much exercise you're getting in for certain muscle groups could be pretty high with this one since you have all session to focus on one region. This meets the standard for hitting your muscle groups at least 2 times a week, which is ideally what we want, whether your goal is weight loss, fat loss, general fitness, and building muscle or toning up. So that's a pro. And then also the way this is split up, if you do upper body, lower body, take a rest day, and then you do upper body, lower body, rest day, you have a good amount of rest in between each session. Because if you think about it, if you're doing upper body on Monday, lower body on Tuesday, then you're resting. You're not hitting your upper body again until Thursday. So you have ideally 2 days off in between your upper body. So you're able to go really hard during that session because you know that you have the appropriate amount of rest in between those workouts. So people tend to do really well with that and see a lot of progress, especially when they come from being in the gym for like 6 days a week, 5, 6 days a week, and then they decrease their amount of time in the gym to 4 days a week. They usually see more progress because the recovery time is there, which is kind of counterintuitive because when you switch somebody from going 6 days a week or 5 days a week to now doing 4 days, they kind of think they're going to regress, but they actually end up progressing and getting stronger or um, make more progress towards their goals. The cons of this is like a personality thing, like people who have it in their head where they want to be in the gym more than 4 times a week, but there's ways to work around this depending on your goals. So you can do an upper body, lower body split and throw in like a full body workout if your body can tolerate it, if you can recover from it. You can go to the other gym and do like more accessory work on that fifth day. So there's ways to work around this. You just have to know what your goal is and know how to program for your goal or communicate that with your coach so that they can make your workout most efficient for what you want to do. Another con to this is your workouts can be a little longer depending on how much exercises you include in the workouts, but ideally, like I'm on this split now and I'm not in the gym. I'm not working out for more than 45 minutes to an hour because I play around with a lot of supersets. So there's definitely ways to do this without it being too time consuming, but sometimes people can run into the issue of it taking too long. Next, push pull legs. So I did this split when I was in physical therapy school. I did it as a 6 day a week program and I loved it. The way I'm going to talk to you guys about it now is the 3 days a week push pull legs, but I typically prefer the 6 days a week, which I will tell you why in a couple minutes. But I like this split a lot because it prioritizes muscles that work together in certain movements. So you have your pushing muscles, so like your chest, shoulders, triceps, and then you have your pulling muscles like your back and biceps. So on your push day, you're targeting those muscles, and then on your pull day, you're targeting your pulling muscles. And then when it comes to your legs, whether you're on a 3 day or a 6 day, you'll be able to break up your leg program from like hamstring and glutes to quads. So I like that aspect of this. So some pros of this is if you do it as a 6 day program, it is a lot of volume and it's great for toning up and building muscle. Like I was lean as fuck on this program. It's just very time consuming. Some cons of this is that it could be very inefficient if you're only going 3 days a week. Like if somebody told me they're only doing the gym 3 days out the week, I am not programming them a push pull legs program unless they are a beginner and they are dead set on this program. The reason for that is because you're only hitting your muscle groups 1 time a week. Like if you're doing push exercises one day, pull exercises the next day, and then leg exercises, and then that's all your exercise for the week, you're only hitting things 1 time a week. And ideally, that's not that efficient. There's other ways to get more workout, more exercises in a more efficient way than just doing push pull legs 3 days out the week. Like it doesn't make sense. But if you were to do this 6 days out the week, you will do push twice. Oh my God, I can't talk today. You'll do push twice, pull twice, legs twice. So you're getting a lot of volume in. It's just a question of if you can recover from that. So your recovery has to be on point during this. And typically, you have to be in the gym 6 days out the week, and that's the part that tricks people up. So, push pull legs is a good program, but if you're gonna do this, I would say do it 6 days out the week. And if you can't do that, don't even bother with it because it's not too efficient. But as always, if you're a beginner, if you are someone who doesn't exercise much, you're gonna see progress with any lifting program. It's just a matter of what your goals are and how fast you want to get to those goals. Because there's always a better way to do things. There's always a more efficient way. And honestly, I think guys should take the time out to learn what's the most efficient way for you to do it, as opposed to just going based off of some shit you saw on social media without knowing the facts to it. So that was the point of this live. Go through all of the workout splits, tell you guys about them briefly, and hopefully you guys could use that to put some workouts together, get in the gym, kind of formulate a routine. If you're new to exercise or you are a bit more experienced, but you're ready to have a customized program that is effective and efficient and something you can stay consistent with to reach your fitness goals, message me. I do have one-on-one spots open. So shoot me a message, let's talk, and hopefully we can get you started on your goals today. So I hope this was helpful. Again, reach out if you're interested, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Lifting for Women Made Simple podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating and review, and I'll catch you in the next episode.